Claude Opus 4.8 came out on May 28th, and after putting it through real work for a few days, it's the model I reach for when a task actually matters. Anthropic built it on top of Opus 4.7, and they kept the same price, which is rare for a model that scores higher across the board. The thing that stood out to me most is not raw benchmark numbers, it's honesty. Anthropic says the model is around 4 times less likely than the last version to let flaws in its own code slip by without flagging them. So instead of confidently telling you a feature works when it doesn't, it tends to say when it's unsure. For coding, that's a quiet but huge change, because the worst kind of bug is the one your agent swears isn't there. The numbers back this up too. On computer use and browser tasks, it hit 84% on online mind-to-web, which testers called the strongest they've seen, beating both Opus 4.7 and GPT 5.5. Cursor's team said tool calling is more efficient now, fewer steps for the same result, which directly means fewer tokens burned. And one legal testing group said it set a record on their benchmark and became the first model to break 10% on their strictest all-pass standard. So this is not a flashy demo model. It's better at staying on a task for a long time, using tools cleanly and catching its own mistakes. The catch is cost. Opus runs $5 per $1 million input tokens and $25 per million output tokens. That sounds small until you point it at a real repo with long context, planning, tool calls, and verification all running together. Those tokens vanish fast. So I want to walk through 3 places where you can run Opus 4.8 without dropping a big bill up front. And the third one has a discount that's live right now. Alright, first up is Kiro. Kiro is Amazon's agentic IDE, and the thing that defines it is spec-driven development. Instead of throwing a vague prompt at the model and praying, you describe the feature. Kiro builds a structured spec with requirements, design, and tasks. You refine that spec, and then it works through the plan methodically. For a model like Opus 4.8 that's built for long-horizon work, this structure is exactly what gets you good results. Opus 4.8 is now available in Kiro across the IDE, the CLI, and the web. It comes with a 1 million token context window and a 128K max output. Here's the part that matters for your wallet. When you upgrade to any paid Kiro plan for the first time using a social login or a builder ID, you get a bonus worth $20 credited toward your subscription, which is 1,000 credits of usage. The Power plan is normally $200 a month for 10,000 credits, so this lets you taste the high end without committing the full amount. One real warning though, you do need a valid credit card to start, and Opus carries a 2.2x credit multiplier inside Kiro's system, so it eats credits faster than the cheaper models. Don't waste it on tiny prompts, like explain this function. Use the cheaper models for that. Save Opus 4.8 for the hard stuff, understanding a large codebase, planning a complex migration, or fixing a bug that spreads across many files. If you like the terminal, the Kiro CLI installs with a single curl command and lets you pick Opus 4.8 right from the model selector. So the second option is Verdant, and this one feels different from a normal chat box bolted into your editor. Verdant is more of an agentic workspace, and its whole pitch is parallel agents. You can have one agent working the back end, another on the front end, a third writing tests, and a fourth reviewing changes, all at the same time. Each task runs in its own isolated Git work tree, which is the detail that makes it actually usable. Anyone who's run coding agents knows the pain when 2 of them edit the same files and quietly destroy something that already worked. With Verdant, each task lives in its own contained branch, so your main repo doesn't get cooked. You inspect the diff, review what changed, and merge it back only when it looks right. There's also a plan-first workflow where you switch to plan mode, describe what you want, and Verdant talks through the approach and asks questions before it touches a single file. You approve the plan, then it starts. That pairs really well with Opus 4.8, because even a smart model gives you cleaner output when the work is broken into steps and verified piece by piece. On the cost side, Verdant runs a 7-day free trial with 100 credits and no card required to start, and the trial includes frontier models. So you download the Mac desktop app or grab the VS Code extension, sign in, and pick Opus 4.8 from the model selector if it's live on your account. If it hasn't rolled out yet, update the app and check again, since these launches come in stages. One honest note: running several agents at once means several model calls at once, so credits can spike on heavy tasks. Watch your usage. Now the third option, and this is the one with the live deal, is Kiro Code. Kiro is an open-source coding agent that installs as an extension inside VS Code or JetBrains, or runs as a standalone CLI. You don't switch editors, you add capability to the one you already use. What makes Kiro interesting is that it connects to over 500 models at exact provider rates with zero markup, so $1 of Kiro credits equals $1 of actual model cost, no commission on top. The company was co-founded by Sid Sijbrandaj, who also co-founded GitLab, and they raised $8 million in seed funding last December, so it's not some weekend project. The way Kiro works in practice is through modes. There's Ask mode to question your codebase in plain language without changing anything. Architect mode to plan a full implementation before writing a line. Code mode that actually writes files and runs commands until the task is done. And debug mode that reads stack traces and applies targeted fixes. On top of that sits orchestrator mode, which takes a big instruction like refactor the auth module to use JWT, builds a plan, hands file changes to the code agent, routes testing to the debug agent, and coordinates the whole thing. It's agents coordinating agents, and when it clicks, it handles tasks that trip up a single pass agent. Here's the deal part. Kiro added Claude Opus 4.8 the day it launched, and to celebrate, they're running a flat 20% discount on Opus 4.8 inference through their provider network. And this isn't only the newest model. The discount covers Opus 4.6, Opus 4.7, Opus 4.8, and Sonnet 4.6. So if you want frontier coding at a real cut, this is the cheapest clean way I've found right now. To actually get it, you open the model dropdown and pick the discounted listing, because the discounted models show up as separate entries from the direct API connection. If you pick the regular Anthropic listing, you pay full rate, so check that you selected the right one. Kiro also gives you a choice between routing through that discounted provider or using the direct API for stricter data privacy, which is a nice option to have. For reference, analyzing a 10,000-line codebase on Opus 4.8 in Kiro runs roughly 45 cents before the discount, so you can see how the savings add up across a real project. Quick reality check before you go signing up for everything. These are still trials and discounts attached to paid products. Check the billing screen, note the renewal date, and cancel before a trial ends if you don't plan to keep it. People forget this step and then blame the tool. These offers also shift, so the Kiro bonus, the Verdant trial credits, or the Kiro discount might look different by the time you watch this. Always glance at the pricing page first. If I had to rank them, I'd start with Verdant if you want the full parallel agent workspace, with work trees and a clean review flow and no card to begin. Go to Kiro if you like spec-driven structure and want to test the high end through that paid trial. And honestly, Kiro Code is the one I'd point most people to for daily use, because the 20% off across Opus 4.6, 4.7, 4.8, and Sonnet 4.6 with zero markup is just hard to beat on price. But the real way to judge any of this is to open your own project and hand it a task you've been putting off. Ask it to fix a bug that actually annoys you, refactor a messy component, or build a feature from a spec. That's how you find out if Opus 4.8 earns a spot in your workflow, not from benchmarks and not from anyone yelling that a model is cracked. Alright, so that's it from the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.